Most of us don't have the idea of what to do after the workout, what are the foods to intake, and other tips to be followed. So, without further delay, let's get started into the video. Welcome back, guys. This is Mohnish, and in today's video, we are going to see about the post-workout tips. What are the foods to be consumed after your workouts? What are the do's and don'ts after workout? And some other tips to be followed to be consistent after your workout. For the pre-workout tips, I have also made a video. I will leave the video link above here, so do check it out. First, what is post-workout meal and why should we consume this meal? When you perform some exercise or cardio, our body uses glycogen as a fuel for doing this workout. Not only that, it partially uses our muscle mass and breaks down. After a workout, your body tries to rebuild these glycogen levels as well as repair our muscles in our body. Eating the right amount of macronutrients such as carbohydrates and proteins allows our body to regenerate the energy. So what happens when you don't take this post-workout meal? It decreases our muscle growth as there is no required amount of protein intake in our body, as our body cannot repair our muscles on its own, and the glycogen levels are fulfilled by the required amount of protein and carbohydrate intake through the foods after the workout. What are the foods that we have to intake after your workout? The foods which contain both carbohydrates and proteins. Here there are two types of carbohydrates which are simple and complex carbohydrates. First one is simple carbohydrates which are digested into our body quickly in the form of glucose. Foods that contain simple carbohydrates are breads, beverages such as Coca-Cola, sugary items and bakery things. Next is the complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are the things which are digested more slowly into our body and provide energy for a longer time. Foods that contain carbohydrates are legumes, whole wheat foods such as rice and barley, fruits and vegetables, which are protein rich foods. So after and post workout, we should take foods which is a combination of both the carbohydrates and proteins. The foods which can be consumed after post workout are sweet potato, chana, peanuts, eggs, fruits, chicken, fish, nuts, and dry fruits. So while we intake these foods, most of us will prefer to have smoothie as an option for the post-workout meal, which combines food varieties such as milk and banana. So according to several research, if we combine both the milk and banana, there will be several digestive problems because when we intake these, it dilutes the acid in our stomach, which is responsible for the digestion and may cause trouble in our future. Try to avoid this combination, and for this an alternative we can intake tender coconut or simply plain milk. Also, most of us make several mistakes on mixing this any type of food together, and for this I will make a separate video. Next, what are the foods to be avoided post workout, which are immediate consumption of large sugary items such as cheese, clarified butter, and also most of the protein bars which are available in our shops. Next, when should we consume post-workout meal? We should take this post-workout meal with a combination of both the carbohydrate and protein as quickly as possible after your workout. A time span of 30 to 45 minutes after your workout, you can take a small pot of meal such as a banana, milk, or protein rich vegetables or fruit, and after a time of 2 to 3 hours or in between we can consume large meals such as chicken, fish in order to retain our energy levels. There are three other major things other than the food. First one is water. Water is another important source which keeps us hydrated through our day. After your workout, you will be dehydrated. So you should drink sufficient amount of water during and after the workout. An average adult should consume a minimum of 3 to 4 liters a day. Next one is stretching exercises. We should perform stretching exercise to loosen our muscles, which allows us to contract and prevent the risk of injury. So we can perform several stretching exercises such as lunges, cobra stretch and arm stretch. Also, don't perform these stretches at a point where you feel pain while you stretch at that particular spot. So last one is sleep or rest. So an average adult should have a sleep duration of minimum 7 to 8 hours a day, which allows us for maximum weight loss. Also, try to take a rest a day for a week from your workout, which allows us our muscles to retain and grow back. Next, what are the things which are to be avoided after your workout? When you take your post-workout meal, don't take large amount of food just because your workout doesn't mean that you can take large amount of food. So track your calories and have sufficient amount of protein intake. Also, not having food after your workout may lead to muscle loss and unhealthy body. So that's all for today's video, guys. And in this video, we are seeing about the post-workout tips and what are the foods to intake and what are the things to be avoided after your workout. And I want to thank you from my heart for those who have been supporting. I have heard several comments of seeing my video and doing your weight loss journey. Thank you guys for support. Make your progress in this weight loss journey. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys.